In the heart of a dense forest, where ancient trees stretched towards the sky and the underbrush teemed with life, lived a young fox named Felix. Felix was a curious and intelligent kid, always eager to learn about the world around him. His sleek red fur and bright eyes made him stand out among his peers, but it was his insatiable curiosity that truly set him apart. Felix's parents, wise and experienced foxes, encouraged his inquisitiveness. They often shared stories of their own adventures and the lessons they had learned. Knowledge is the key to survival, Felix's father would say. The more you know, the better prepared you are for the challenges life throws your way. One crisp autumn morning, while exploring the forest, Felix stumbled upon an old, abandoned burrow. Inside, he found a collection of dusty books, their covers worn, but their pages intact. Excited by this discovery, Felix carefully carried the books back to his family's den. His parents were surprised and intrigued by the find. They explained that these books had likely been left behind by humans long ago. Recognizing an opportunity, Felix's parents decided to teach him to read, knowing that the knowledge contained within those pages could be invaluable. With his parents' guidance, Felix began to learn the basics of reading. It was challenging at first, but Felix's determination never wavered. Each new word he learned felt like unlocking a secret of the forest. The books opened up a world of knowledge about plants, animals, and survival techniques, enriching Felix's understanding of his environment. As Felix's reading skills improved, he began to share his newfound knowledge with his friends. They were amazed by the things he had learned from the books: information about different plants and their medicinal properties, strategies for evading predators, and techniques for finding food during harsh winters. One evening, while discussing their future plans, Felix proposed an idea to his friends. "What if we start a school here in the forest? We can share what we've learned and help everyone become smarter and better prepared." Felix's friends were enthusiastic about the idea. They decided to create a forest school, a place where young animals could come to learn about the world. Felix's parents, proud of their son's initiative, offered their support and wisdom to help get the school started. The next few weeks were a flurry of activity. Felix and his friends spread the word throughout the forest, inviting young animals to join their school. They cleared a small glade and set up a simple classroom with stones for seats and a large flat rock as a blackboard. The books from the abandoned burrow became the school's prized possessions. The forest school quickly became a popular gathering place. Animals of all kinds, squirrels, rabbits, birds, and even a young bear, came to learn. Felix, with his natural leadership and enthusiasm, became the school's first teacher. He taught reading and writing, shared knowledge from the books, and encouraged his students to ask questions and explore their curiosity. Running the forest school was not without its challenges. Felix and his friends had to balance their own survival needs with their teaching responsibilities. Food was often scarce, and they had to be vigilant about predators. But their determination never wavered, and they supported each other through the difficulties. One particular challenge came in the form of an old, grumpy owl named Orion. Orion was skeptical of the forest school, believing that practical survival skills were more important than book learning. He often criticized Felix and his efforts, saying books won't save you from a hunter's trap or a harsh winter. Felix, though disheartened by Orion's words, remained steadfast. He believed in the value of education and knew that the knowledge they were sharing would make a difference. To prove the importance of what they were learning, Felix decided to organize a special lesson on survival strategies, combining practical skills with book knowledge. He invited Orion to attend the lesson. Felix demonstrated how to identify edible plants and avoid poisonous ones, using information from the books. He also showed how to build a shelter using techniques described in the texts. The lesson was a success, and many of the animals were impressed by the practical applications of their learning. Orion, watching from a distance, couldn't help but be impressed. He approached Felix afterward, nodding in approval. "Perhaps there is more value in these books than I thought," he admitted. "You've shown great wisdom and determination, young fox." Felix beamed with pride. The acknowledgement from Orion was a significant triumph, reinforcing his belief in the power of education. As the forest school thrived, a new threat loomed on the horizon. Humans had begun encroaching on the forest, cutting down trees and destroying habitats. The animals were frightened and uncertain about how to protect their home. Felix knew that knowledge would be their greatest ally. He called an emergency meeting of the forest school, inviting all the animals to discuss the threat and come up with a plan. "We need to work together and use everything we've learned to defend our forest," he urged. The animals brainstormed ideas and shared their knowledge. Felix suggested using the information from the books to create traps and barriers to slow the humans' progress. The beavers offered to build dams to divert the flow of the river, making it harder for the humans to bring in their machinery. The birds volunteered to act as lookouts, warning of any approaching danger. Under Felix's leadership, the animals worked tirelessly to implement their plan. They set traps, built barriers, and used their collective knowledge to protect their home. The humans, faced with unexpected resistance, were forced to reconsider their actions. Eventually, they abandoned their efforts to clear the forest, realizing that it was more trouble than it was worth. The forest was saved, and the animals celebrated their victory. Felix's belief in the power of education had been vindicated. The knowledge they had gained from the books and the forest school had played a crucial role in their success. With the immediate threat over, life in the forest gradually returned to normal. The forest school continued to flourish, attracting new students and expanding its curriculum. Felix and his friends taught not only reading and writing, but also practical skills, problem solving, and the importance of cooperation. Felix's reputation as a wise and dedicated leader grew. Animals from neighboring forests came to visit the school, eager to learn from the young fox who had saved his home. Felix, always humble, credited the success to the power of education and the collective efforts of the forest community. One day, an elderly fox named Sage visited the forest school. Sage was a respected elder known for his wisdom and knowledge. He had heard of Felix's achievements and wanted to see the school for himself. Sage watched as Felix taught a lesson on the importance of understanding the natural world. He saw the eagerness in the young animal's eyes and the sense of community that had developed. After the lesson, Sage approached Felix. "You have done something truly remarkable here, Felix," Sage said. "You have shown that education is not just about knowledge, but about empowering others and building a better future." Felix smiled, feeling a deep sense of pride and accomplishment. "Thank you, Sage. I couldn't have done it without the support of my friends and the community." Sage nodded. "Remember, the legacy of education is not just in the knowledge you pass on, but in the curiosity and courage you inspire in others." As the sun set over the forest, casting a golden glow on the trees, Felix looked out over the glade. The forest school had become a beacon of hope and knowledge, a place where young animals could learn, grow, and thrive. Felix knew that the journey of learning was never ending, and he was excited to see what the future held for the forest school and the community he loved. With a heart full of gratitude and determination, Felix vowed to continue valuing education and inspiring others to seek knowledge. The curious kit who had once stumbled upon a dusty collection of books had grown into a wise and respected leader, proving that education truly was the key to a brighter future.